Hello friends, my name is Dahat PG and I am working here in Rao Bahadur Narayan Rao Borauke College, Srirampur, which is in Ahmednagar district. Today we are dealing with the chapter Semiconductor Device. This is the part 3 of this lecture. Okay. This is the chapter introduced in the 12th standard syllabus, Maharashtra State Board pattern. In previous, we have seen some special purpose PN junction diode. In that, we have seen the Zener diode, then photodiode. Third one is the solar cell. Okay. Today we are going to see the solar cell. We know that the solar energy is free to use, okay, which is very cost effective. We don't require any cost to use it. Using this photo energy, the two types of devices are used to use this solar energy. First is the photothermal devices which use the solar energy is the photothermal devices. Basically, these photothermal devices use the solar energy to heat or produce the heat. Basically, these devices are used to boil the water. The second devices is the photovoltaic devices. These are called the photovoltaic devices or the photovoltaic cell. In these devices, the solar energy is used to produce the electric current or electric voltage. Solar cell is the photovoltaic device, which is photovoltaic cell, and it uses the solar energy to produce. It acts as a DC power source. Solar cell uses the solar energy, and this solar cell is the DC power supply. It gives the DC power. Let us see the construction of this solar cell. Schematic structure of in this structure, the solar cell, it consists of the PN junction, this is what the schematic structure of the solar cell. In this solar cell, these are the there are the two regions, P region and the N region. These two regions are covered with the conducting materials, okay, and this N type region, which is exposed to the light, is coated with the anti-reflecting material. Why this is coated with the anti-reflecting material? Because this device is very sensitive to the temperature, so that to provide it from heating, the infrared radiations are reflected by coating it. Again, the N region in this solar cell is very thin as compared to the P region, because this is nothing but the one type of the semiconductor. This E region or N region is minimized or less in the thickness, because when the sunlight falls on this region, it directly reaches to the junction, PN junction of this diode. Okay, the N region is called as the front contact, and the base region, which is the P region, is called as the rear contact of this solar cell. And across these two contacts, a load where we get the power is attached. The material used in this solar cell is photosensitive material, which is used to absorb the solar energy, which absorbs the solar energy, and again it increases the energy of the electrons which are present in the depletion layer to the respective electrodes. Okay. The working of this solar cell takes place in the two types. First is what? When the sunlight reaches to the PN junction, the electron and hole pairs are generated, which are nothing but the photogenerated electrons and photogenerated holes. Okay, these two electron and holes are attracted or reaches to the different regions. Near the electron reaches to the N-type region, and there it becomes the majority carriers, and the hole in the P region reaches to the P region, and there it becomes the majority carrier, and then it dissipates through, when we apply the load, it dissipates through the load and we get the power. Okay, let us understand the working of the solar cell. Here is the N region, and this is the P region. And at the junction there is the depletion layer. This N region is connected to the load. When the sunlight reaches to the depletion layer, okay, here we find the negative and positive holes. when the sunlight reaches to the depletion layer, there is the neutral atom forms the separate photo-generated electron and the photo-generated holes, which are swept out to the respective region. Okay, because of when the energy between these depletion layer becomes more than the energy band gap of the material which is used to fabricate this solar cell, then there is a formation of the electron and hole pairs. The electrons here in the depletion layer reaches to the n-type material and holes reaches to the p-type material, where in the region n-type material they becomes the majority carrier and the holes reaches to the p region, and there it becomes the majority carriers. And the intrinsic electric field between this depletion layer makes this electron and holes to accumulate at the electrode of these solar cell. Okay, and when we apply the load across this, okay, we get the current or the voltage. In short, we get the power across this load. The electrons flows through the load, it dissipates through the load, and we get the current through the load. This is what the working of the solar cell. Now let us see the IV characteristic of this solar cell. Here is the IV characteristic. When we plot the graph of the current, this is in a volt. Okay. When this solar cell is illuminated to a particular illumination, then when there is no power at the solar cell, okay, when the solar cell is short circuited, there is no flow of the there is no power we get, then its intersection with this I is nothing but the saturation current. This IS is nothing but the saturation current. When the solar cell is short circuited, we get the saturation current and the power is 0 at that time. Again, when this load is open circuited, even at that time we do not get any power, and intersection to this x-axis is nothing but the voltage at the open circuited. For the particular point, as this curve suggests, there exists the power where we get the output power PL which is at particular point we get the power. This is what the IV characteristic of the solar cell. Now the selection criteria for the material which is used to fabricate the solar cell. To fabricate this solar cell, the material which is used must be its energy band gap between 1 electron volt to 1.8 electron volt, and the material should be the photosensitive because it must absorb the solar energy quickly, and second thing is the material must be easily available for the fabrication. We are all familiar with the uses of this solar cell. Solar cell is used in the solar panels to charge the batteries. We use the solar panels. We see where the lights which are battery operated. To charge those batteries, we use the solar cell. Again, we use these solar cells in the calculators for the power supply. Even these solar cells are used to charge the batteries where the scarcity of electricity is there. Using these types of such types are there to use the solar cells. This is what about the solar cell. Thank you.